We're taking a few days off, but Rhonda Lee is with us, has been watching the chances of rain in the area.
That's right. I do the best I can to make sure that we get as much rain as we can. And unfortunately, we didn't get it here today.
Not today.
But the hill country, they were the lucky ones earlier today. But hey, look at our tower. This is the UT tower. As students get ready to go back to school, those temperatures are going to be rather hot when you're moving in this weekend. Right now, 90 degrees outside. Rather high temperature for this time of night. And, of course, that can cause us a few problems as far as heat indices go throughout the day. I'll show you what I mean by that in just a little bit. Meanwhile, today, the high at Camp Mabry, 102 degrees. And that's a good... Well, look at that. Between the normal for what we normally expect this time of year in the airport, we're already right there. Above average temperatures, and that's going to stay for quite some time. Now, if we're headed out to the lakes, today's a very good day to go ahead and do that. Actually, also, tomorrow will be as well. We are a little bit above average, so that's a plus, but look at this temperature right here. This is the water temperature. I'd say it's kind of like jumping into a cup of tea. It's quite warm out there as far as water goes, and our mold still on the high side. And again, this has everything to do with the high temperatures. 2,447 parts per million. That's quite a lot. And of course, the forecast for tomorrow, same high. We probably won't get to dip this down until the fall time when a lot of those temperatures actually drop, and that will actually kill some of those mold spores. All right, so 88 degrees right now in Dallas. It is 89 in Waco, and heading off to the west, 90 degrees in Midland and Albuquerque, one of our luckier numbers there at 85 degrees. Our satellite and radar composite, this is actually going to tell us a pretty good story for us. Notice how this is TD5. Now, TD5 has been sticking around for the better part of, it seems like, the entire month. Luckily now, it has moved on land and is a problem in Louisiana, causing a little bit of flooding for them. But notice how large this system in and of itself is. There's a low-pressure system, obviously, this right here, as well as one arcing around in northern Texas as well. And Dallas this evening has really just gotten pummeled as far as severe weather goes for them, and a little bit of flooding in their area as well. But we're going to bring this in just a little bit closer. Right here, notice how it's spinning, and notice how it's also shifting some cloud cover and some Gulf moisture towards us. Now, of course, that isn't going to be that big of a deal for us. We only have a small 30% chance of rain for tomorrow, but we'll take the 30 compared to, well, you know, 0. Otherwise, this system in and of itself is going to move itself off into the Tennessee Valley and not really give us much to work with. However, I do think that our model right here has a pretty good handle on it. Notice how we put this into the future by 7 o'clock in the morning. More cloud cover off to the north, a lot more off to the south and east of us. That was what TD5 was all about. But notice how it does seem to push some moisture our way, giving us a little bit more cloud cover and a better chance of rain, particularly east of 35 and, of course, right on top of 35 as well. And we'll take that cloud cover that gives a little bit of shade into Thursday. Now, bringing it in closer to home, lows tonight, 77 in Lampasas, 76 in Burnett. And then tomorrow, with those high evening temperatures, it really seems to sock that high air right on top of us and giving us those triple digits one more time. We're going to hopefully have a little bit of rain activity through the evening hours tonight. A high tomorrow of 100 degrees, and then the next 7 days pretty much look like the last few 7 days. A very chilly 99 degrees by Thursday and a 20% chance of rain and thunderstorms. And then by Friday into next week, another triple-digit week ahead and a small chance by next week for a little bit more rain. And of course, you can always get your traffic and weather in the mornings, starting at 5 o'clock in the morning